everybody, I'm Chelsey.
And I'm Virginia.
And we're here interrupting your Thursday afternoon with a special edition of the Legal Weekly Wine. Instead of our traditional approach, tomorrow we are inviting you to join us live on YouTube. We're super excited.
First live one, Legal Weekly Wine. We do this every Friday. It comes out for happy hour every Friday, where we talk about the hottest legal news of the week. But this week,
we're going to do it live.
We're going to try it live. Okay, so it's two big topics for us that are just too big not to touch as they're going on, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we are going to, instead of taping it earlier and releasing it for happy hour on Friday, we are going to literally do it for happy hour on Friday. So grab a glass of wine.
And join us while we talk about it, like live. We want to hear all of your questions, all of your burning news. But what are we talking about, Virginia?
We are talking about two things. We have to talk about Trump and the grand jury.
Don't we always? I'm kind of over this, right?
Oh, Chelsey, but we have talked about Trump before, but not about this issue.
No, this is wild.
Yeah, so previously we've talked about Trump with the civil lawsuit that happened.
Yes.
So we are civil attorney. Well, I'm a civil attorney. Chelsey is a law student. Anyway, so we talk about these things, and since I do personal injury law, we talked about how Trump was recently sued as a result of some of the events at the riots on January 6th. So we haven't made an opinion about what happened, but the fact that he was sued. So we did have at least one episode on the Weekly Wine about that, as well as a follow-up. But this is totally different.
Totally unrelated, right? This is about...
Completely unrelated.
Well, and the thing is, we don't actually know what the charges are here. We hear that a grand jury is convened, right?
Yes. And isn't that what we talk about? We talk about interesting things in the law, and everything I'm being asked this week about what is happening with Trump's case is, what is a grand jury?
Yes, I think that's a lot of it. And so today we're going to talk about sort of the background information so that we can give you the live updates. And I think that is the important thing. I know, at least on all of my For You pages and feeds, I've seen so much information and I can't make heads or tails of it.
It is confusing. It's confusing to me as an attorney who actually does criminal and civil law.
Right.
But I think it's especially confusing for the majority. It's like, why is Congress involved? Why is this happening? Why is it in New York? Why is it in Manhattan?
Yes. So what do we know?
What is a grand jury? So what we do know, very briefly, as a teaser for tomorrow, is that there is a grand jury investigation happening in Manhattan over Trump. And the allegations, the facts of them are the Stormy Daniels. So this is back in
2016?
Original presidential election.
This is when I was still in college. I'm about to graduate law school and I took 2 years off in between. So we are throwing it way back. Way back.
So there's allegations that I think have been confirmed by I don't know what you call her, an adult star.
Yes, I think she is a sex worker, an adult star.
I hate to use improper labels, but Stormy Daniels is the name that she goes by, and she has claimed that she was paid $130,000 by an attorney for Trump to keep quiet about anything that she had done with Trump.
Good old-fashioned hush money. Come on.
Yes, hush money claims. And I think the attorney actually has confirmed this.
Yes. So my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that the attorney confirmed that a payment was made.
Yes.
But did not elaborate on what the payment was for. So there's that. My understanding of what's happening right now, and you definitely understand this better than I do, is that again, the DA has not said what the charges could or should be, which makes sense to me at this point in the process.
It's an investigation.
People who are speculating, our talking heads, our legal theorists, are saying that it is possibly fraudulently keeping or recording business records.
Right. Possibly campaign finance issues. Yes. There's a lot of potential here for a criminal case and criminal charges. I don't know what they would be, and they're actually up to the grand jury.
Exactly.
That's the body that has the decision in this case. In a grand jury investigation, a grand jury is presented evidence by the prosecution. The defense does not have an ability to present evidence. The defendant is allowed the opportunity to come before the grand jury if they choose to, but they don't have to. And in this case, Trump has declined it.
Right.
So he's decided not to go in front of the grand jury. But last weekend, he declared for everybody, God, the news.
For some unknown reason. Like, why?
I don't know why. And there's tons of speculation.
Has never seen our episode called Stop Talking.
That's so true. For those of you who know us and those of you who don't, we did have a whole theme of an episode of the Legal Weekly Wine that was said, stop talking.
But, despite our best efforts, former President Trump has not taken our advice, and he has continued to talk. And I believe the statement was... that kicked it all off. And my understanding is that he said, I'm going to be arrested, right? Yes. Or something to that effect. I'm not quoting directly.
I believe I will be arrested on Tuesday. However, the exact quote is, it's something to the effect of,
if you're going to get arrested, to give it like a press tour, being like, hey guys. If I'm ever arrested, that's exactly how I will be handling it. You can catch me.
catch you live. Don't worry, I'll put it on TikTok. Yeah, so he announced he expected to be indicted and arrested on Tuesday of this week. That has not happened. We've been staying tuned. That has not happened. Right. It is currently Thursday. It still has not happened. There's mumblings at the time of this taping that he will not be indicted this week because the grand jury won't make a decision until next week. But that's where we stand. We're staying tuned. Yes. We want to do this live in case anything else comes back that we want to address and talk about. But we also want to, because this is such a big topic and because there are so many questions, to put it out as, hey, we are going to do this one live. We're going to record it. Yes. So for people who normally watch or listen to the Legal Weekly Wine on audio podcasting or on YouTube with our video ones, you can still check it out that way later. Absolutely. We'll still have it in the playlist, so we'll record it at the same time and produce it later. But we will have the live version that will not be on our playlist as to what in the world is happening with the Trump grand jury. What does it mean?
Bring your wine and your questions.
Bring wine and questions, because there is a second topic.
Yes, in this one, okay, guys. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I mean, I'm laughing because this whole thing is funny, but
crazy.
Gwyneth Paltrow, right? Not only is she trending on TikTok right now for giving an interview with an IV in her arm. Absurd.
Weird.
How are you going to be about wellness and look like the Crypt Keeper?
It doesn't look good.
Not to like be bashing.
I would not want to do that health plan.
Not to be bashing a woman's appearance, but I do think she's a little problematic in her health and wellness stuff. But that is not what we're going to be talking about.
That's not actually what we're talking about. That's just Chelsea's opinion.
Yeah, sorry. I just had to, throw my thoughts out there. But what we will be talking about is right up our alley. It is a personal injury lawsuit, and I'm going to say what I know, and you can tell me what I've got. Okay, so we have Gwyneth Paltrow is the defendant.
Yes,
and she's being sued by somebody who's like some sort of doctor, dentist, something like that.
An older man.
Yes, and his claim is that they were out skiing, super fun, and she barreled into him and caused him severe personal injuries, right?
That is the claim. It is a personal injury case, which is exactly the work that I do right now. I am a personal injury attorney, and I mostly handle traffic accidents, but I got to tell you, the skiing accident is a lot like a traffic accident.
Yes.
Because he alleges she ran into him on the slopes. Not a road.
He ran into me.
Total case of he said, she said.
Right. Who's credible?
Who is the jury going to believe? It is Thursday. There are indicators that Gwyneth Paltrow is going to testify tomorrow on Friday. Take the stand. I have so much to do tomorrow, but if there's any kind of live feed for this, I am on it because I really want to know what she says and see how she presents, because I think that's important. And that's what the jury's looking for.
Yes.
Does she seem credible? How does she present? What does she say? What does she look like?
Right.
Does she seem like she's telling the truth? Right.
Which is why we're doing it live, because we don't, we hope that tomorrow hopefully she'll get on the stand. We'll hear a lot of it.
I would love to, but no matter what, something's going to happen by tomorrow in both of these cases. We are going to have updates. We would love to hear your questions. We would love to engage with you. And if nobody does, that's okay. We'll talk to each other with our wine.
Like we do. But we hope
like we do every Friday.
You know what? We hope you're there. We hope you're letting us know if you have questions, you want clarification on something, especially with, I feel like, the Trump issue.
Yeah.
I know very minimal about this topic, so I'll have lots of questions, and I hope everybody joins us, and we'll get a little tipsy and talk about some hot topics.
Chelsey may be staying over.
Sleepover!
Anyway, hope you join us. I'm Virginia Tehrani.
And I'm Chelsey Rogers.
We're part of Tehrani Law because you never need a lawyer
Till you do.